So I'm watching a lot of different videos right now on the matter of whether heterosexual men out here should cold approach women, random women or women that they find attractive, or so-called waiting on choosing signals. Which is better? I'm gonna make this video from my perspective, how I go about that process of meeting and interacting with women, because I need to weigh in and just give my 2 cents on it. Also, before I continue, and here's a disclaimer: I neck of the woods. I am not a dating coach. I'm not a game coach. I'm just red pill and aware of female nature. Uh, there's levels to this, and I'm always learning. I'm a student to this, and I'm just giving my opinion on this. If you want to find guys who really are experts on this subject, you need to listen to content creators such as AMS, BOA, Book of Alpharomony, and Rom Wills. You can also listen to Corey Wayne and Lucario. Those guys are the ones who are the top experts on dating coaches, dating women, game experts, whatever you want to call it. You can also throw in ARC, uh, also other content creators who are pretty much red pill and just know about female nature. You have Black Ram and a few others, even though he's made a few videos about what he does. So listen to those guys. They're more expert than me, and shout out to all of them. Okay, so pretty much my take on code approach is, yes, some guys are really good at that. I really don't advise it, but if it works for you, great. But you can't say and go around preaching and telling other men out here that, oh, cold approach is the way. At some point, yes, you do have to kind of, I'm not going to say cold approach, but you do have to make your move and shoot your shot with the woman that find. I wouldn't just constantly do that. As a man who goes on about his business, look at that squirrel right there. As a man who goes on about his business and who's on his purpose, I would I wouldn't even worry about it, to be quite honest. I wouldn't approach these women, especially in this current climate that we have these days. Me Too, uh, uh, false rape cases, false stalking cases, and then like at work you can't, like, even so much as speak to any of your female coworkers. They would probably take it the wrong way, especially if they're not interested in you. So then you kind of not only make yourself look stupid, you probably might get in trouble and get fired. I go with the waiting on choosing signals approach, which is not really an approach. But and when you say waiting on choosing signals, you're not, like me personally, and I guess I have to spell it out for those of you out here. You're not waiting on anything. You're not just going about your life, about your business, thinking about, worrying about, oh, I'm going to wait on this choosing signal. No, you just do your thing. Excuse me. Keep an eye on this squirrel. Don't want to get no rabies. But anyway, uh, yeah. Yeah, you know, I learned this a long time ago. Even back when I was like not as red pill as as I am now. I wasn't completely red pill. I wasn't aware of female nature. I had to kind of learn this as I go. But even then, I mean, I knew like the danger of just going up to just a random woman or female in public who doesn't know you from Adam. Like, why do that? Like, think of it from her perspective. Like, you're actually a stranger. She don't know you, you know. And then nowadays, I mean, maybe 20, 30 years ago you could do that and it was okay, but nowadays there's this stigma that, and it's put out here by the media, and society is just, you know, putting it out there that like every guy is a potential creep. So you got to deal with that. Like, you know, you're not a creep, but the girl many times, oftentimes, will think that you are. So why even go about that? Why just mind your own business, go about your business, don't even bother them. And then if they like you and they like what they see, they will come across your path. They will kind of make a half-hearted approach, because most females do not make like a hardcore approach unless she's like one of those masculine type females who's just like got extra testosterone in her. And me personally, I don't even want a woman who has that much testosterone in her. Like, I don't, you know, I want her to still be feminine. Feminine women usually don't approach guys, so you gotta like look for choosing signals. Pretty much, that's it. uh yeah, choosing signals, that has worked for me. So the cold approach guys, you know, they always criticize the choosing signal, but like, every guy is not you, and you're not every guy. Some guys got that choosing signal thing down. I have it down mostly. It lets me know if the girl's really interested in me. Now, granted, if a girl gives you choosing signals, yes, you got to go ahead and recognize that she's, you know, putting the ball in your court. So then you got to be the one to make the move at the end of the day. Yes, that's not a choosing signal. I mean, that's not a cold approach. This can happen in, you know, different situations when you're out in public and everything. Even at work, if it happens. If it doesn't happen, you're not gonna. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. So at the end of the day, you're at work to do your job anyway, and a lot of black men have this stigma and this stereotype. Everyone thinks we're just after the pussy, and for the most part, that is true, and that sucks because not all of us are like that. I mean, I know I'm not, and I don't run after women like that. I only go after the ones who I feel that are interested in me, and she's attractive enough that I would even do that. You know, I'm not trying to go after, you know, linebackers and shrekers. I mean, you know, mistakes occasionally happen, but I try to avoid that. So yeah, and also, just to tell you why I am a big proponent on in favor of, you know, looking and waiting on the choosing signals, even though you're not really waiting, but it's just when it happens, you need to recognize what it is and go for it. That is, if you like the girl, and that is, most of the girlfriends I've had in my life, damn near all of them had came as a result of a girl giving me a choosing signal and I acted on it. At all. And I haven't had like a whole bunch of girlfriends in my life, but the ones I've had, they came from being chosen on and recognizing that I was chosen on, and I acted on it and took it to the next level, and then we ended up dating or, you know, having sexual relationships friendships or just actual like in a relationship. I think one time, and I've approached women before. Like I said, I've never was good at that. I that never was my forte, and I realized that I wasn't good at it. So I just don't do that. But out of all the times I did approach women, I think I came away with a girlfriend only once as a result of it. So that's like a very low percentage for me. So don't criticize me for not doing something that putting me in like at odds of just at a failure rate, like a low success rate. I don't like low success rates, you know. And I've had a higher percentage of success rate coming from women who gave me chosen signals. So yeah, that's my approach. I do the choosing signal. Now, granted, at a club, yes, you do have to be a little bit more aggressive, but you get choosing signals at the club too. It's just in a different way, a different scenario, and I got chosen on then too. So yeah, so that's my take on you know choosing signal, code approach, which is better. For me, it's code approach, and not excuse me, not code approach. Choosing signal. That's what's better for me. And one last thing before I head off. This this is based off of my own personal preference. Uh, I'm subscribed to many content creators. I listen to a lot of different individuals on YouTube. But this is all me right here. This is my own personal preference. I listen to other people on YouTube because I'm actually trying to learn something or enhance what I already have or add on to my game or my strategy on how to go about doing things. And not just with women, just life in general. You can learn anything on YouTube. But yeah, I go with what works. And this is what works for me. So yeah, neck of the woods. That is all I got to say on this matter.